sing. I mean, that's a big deal, guys, to say that at a venue like Madison Square Garden and that boldly. I mean, clearly there's some kind of beef between the two of them, and I guess they're contemporaries.
Or, yeah, definitely contemporaries, but, or it could be that he's playing to the audience knowing that they felt this, that they would be excited about someone taking a shot at Madonna.
No, he's got to feel that way.
They never performed together. I can't imagine they'd have any actual beef.
Billy Joel would not say that if he thought Madonna had a good voice. There's no way.
You're right. I don't think.
No way would he say that.
The joke is based on him believing she doesn't have a good voice.
That's right.
Which is true.
Hey, it's Wyatt from Florida. Yeah, I think he was just speaking to the audience. Like, I don't see really. They're both artists. They're there to perform. They're there to have their fans there. Like, why is there a reason to bash each other? It's pointless.
That's why I'm saying there's beef. I mean, I agree with you. There's got to be something behind.
But the other way to look at it is that both of them actually have been, critics have always said that Madonna doesn't have a great voice, and nobody's ever said Billy Joel has a great voice.
I think people say Billy Joel's an awesome singer. I think
Billy Joel makes the most of what he's got.
I think he's a great singer.
He sings songs that are well fitted.
I mean, Rod Stewart doesn't have a classically nice voice, but he's an awesome singer.
It's just Billy Joel's always been the same. A rock and roll guy, a classical music guy. He doesn't make anything up, fake accents or anything like that. Billy Joel's legendary.
Well, it's just weird that he came out of nowhere and just bashed her. It was kind of like out of left field. If they had
Billy Joel and Madonna's paths don't cross.
They do cross.
Billy Joel can do whatever he wants.
Where? When?
Here's the thing. She had just performed at the Grammys, so I'm thinking maybe something set him off from the Grammys.
Maybe he saw her perform at the Grammys.
Maybe he didn't get invited to perform at the Grammys, and so he's a little bitter. He's like, why does she get to go and I don't?
I think he doesn't like KFC is the thing. I think it's KFC. Okay, we're going to take a break.
When we come back, Justin Bieber's got major legal problems. Of course, the Miami case, now heating up.
Los Angeles case, Calabasas, still going.
And now Canada, where he's been charged with assault.
With a crazy scene in Toronto, and now we know what he supposedly did to this limo driver.
Be sure to watch Bruno Mars during halftime.
He is muy guapo.
And catch him with the rest of the cast in Rio 2.
It's on in the Amazon.
Rio 2. You guys are late.
Clock late,
But musician early. This film is not yet rated.
Don't miss the Progressive Insurance Atlantic City Boat Show February 5th through the 9th at the Atlantic City Convention Center. Pre-shop tickets and details at acboatshow.com.
Attention Pennsylvania workers, if you or a loved one has mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, you have important new rights under Pennsylvania law. Now, workers and their families diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer may be entitled to additional compensation. Even if you were told there was no compensation available, you may now have rights to seek damages. If you or a family member has mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, speak with local lawyers with over 30 years of experience. Call 1-888-354-MESO.
If you're struggling to meet basic needs, Assurance Wireless may help you stay afloat. Eligible Pennsylvania households receive a free cell phone, 250 free voice minutes, plus 250 free texts each month.
Now I can stay connected to my kid's doctor and school.
You get nationwide coverage and these calling features. You may qualify if you're on food stamps, Medicaid, or certain other public assistance programs. Our plans are the best value among major Lifeline programs. Call 1-800-622-2299 or visit assurancewireless.com.
At Jeff D'Ambrosio and Destination Downingtown, get a brand new car for $0 down and only $99 per month.
Safe Auto will help you get the right car insurance for the right price. Because what drives us drives you. Safe Auto. Call, click, and enjoy the road ahead.
Winter games aren't in Batesville, but the grocery games are.
We're busy dolphins.
Stock and load for an all-new Raising Up. Tonight at 9:30.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Justin Bieber's problems have now extended to Canada. Charged with a crime there, and in Miami, turns out that there's a very good reason for the DUI.
And in Los Angeles, the case continues. 3 different criminal investigations, 2 countries, and in one country, 2 coasts. So let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about
north.
I think I want to start in Miami Beach.
Start in Miami, all right? We're going to go south.
We got a toxicology report. We got our hands on it exclusively from the website, where we now know what cops say was in Justin Bieber's system at the time he was arrested last week for DUI. And cops now say that the tests show that he tested positive for pot and an anti-anxiety drug.
And Xanax. So this is, now you understand why he failed the field sobriety test, as they said.
And let's talk about how he failed it. They said that what you're supposed to do is close your eyes and touch your nose. And he couldn't keep his eyes closed or wouldn't keep his eyes closed. And they said that that was one piece of evidence. The best part is you have to blow into a tube because they wanted to see if he was testing positive for marijuana. And that's part of the test.
Right.
So they said he was rigging the tube so he wasn't blowing hard enough so he wouldn't get the air to show the marijuana.
Harvey, that part of the document is so funny because they're talking about him trying to blow, and he says, I play my trumpet just like this, and this is as hard as I can blow.
And he said his face was turning red from that. So, I mean, it is kind of funny, but he's saying, look, I did, and ultimately they say that they did test positive for marijuana. They did test positive for this Xanax, and again, they claim that he didn't even know what drug it was. His mother gave it to him for anti-anxiety, but also we now see in black and white, which we've posted, that the blood alcohol level, as we told you, was actually a 0.014. That's what he tested, which is an imperceptible amount of alcohol.
Harvey, the other thing that's in black and white, which I think, we've been reporting it for several days now, but on the ride from him getting the DUI and being arrested to the station, the officer claims that they smelled marijuana coming off of Justin from the back of the squad car, and he asked him about it, says, you smell like marijuana, and he said, yeah, that's because I've been smoking weed all day in the studio. Like, he admits it in the car ride back to the jail.
But he almost says it like, look, that's just what we do. It's like,
it's part of the business.
Hey, I was in the studio. Of course I was smoking weed.
So the best part of the story is that the cops have boxes to check. And here's what they checked on Justin. He was excited, talkative, insulting, cocky, and profane. We know that he had screamed to the cops and the whole thing, what are you doing? But
it's like a report card.
It is totally like a report card. Justin got an F for, what do they call it, citizenship or
congeniality.
Congeniality.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons, by the way, he was charged with resisting arrest. But this is kind of a peek into Miami. We should also talk a little bit about the fact that he's now been charged in Canada.
Also charged in Canada for assault, criminal assault against a limo driver. This was the crazy scene in Toronto last night. He turned himself in to police there, and this all goes back to an incident in December 30th. Early in the morning, Justin and some friends had gotten into a limo, and cops say that a fight broke out between one of the passengers, Justin, and the limo driver.
Initially, we thought, and we were told, that it was the bodyguard that he got in the fight with, the limo driver. But in fact, now we're told that Justin allegedly hit this guy in the head a couple of times.
In the back of the head, like, the guy's driving the limo, and the way it's described by police.
Why do I believe this?
The fight breaks out, and Justin hits the guy in the back of the head. They didn't say what with, if he punched him or...
But repeatedly, and the guy decided he wanted to press charges. Now, Justin's lawyer, Howard Weitzman, the way he put it was, our position is that he's innocent. It's kind of an interesting way of putting it. Our position is that he's innocent, but this is like a misdemeanor in Canada.
Lawyers have a way with words.
They do indeed.
Hey, it's Sharita calling from Los Angeles, California, and I'm calling about Justin Bieber. I think that he should uphold his right to remain silent because he could possibly have a medical marijuana card or a prescription for the Xanax. I know that takes a long time to get out of your system because I have